COVID takes down the Cowboys. This was an odd evening in many ways, as it begins with the announcement from the Cowboys that the defensive coordinator, who they value very much here in his first year, Dan Quinn, just Quinn, baby, is not going to be available, leaves the stadium because of COVID protocol, out of great care and great concern and being careful. And Carlos Watkins leaves as well, the defensive lineman. Now, I put on social media, by the way, I'm Mike Fisher covering the Cowboys here at AT&T Stadium after a 20-14 Houston win over Dallas. And the oddity here is, by the way, Carlos Watkins is a former Texan, and he too was at the stadium and then left. What's twisty about this in so many ways is the extreme care that has to be taken. There is no note yet that either of them have COVID. In fact, we know that Dan Quinn, for certain, has been vaccinated. Joe Witt, the top defensive assistant, who's in his first year here, but has now worked not only with McCarthy for a long time, but now is in the stable of assistant coaches who's worked with Dan Quinn. So he was in charge of the defense. Carlos Watkins, the former Texan, and home they go in a precautionary way. And it reminds us, for the Texans, reminds us for the Cowboys, reminds us for any team around the NFL. And again, you do what you want to do but you get an outbreak of COVID, and you're going to lose football games because of it. And so the idea of the Dallas Cowboys wanting to be very careful here is wise, even though this is a fairly new phenomenon. We're sending home the defensive coordinator because just in case. By the way, I mentioned on social media that Carlos Watkins is a Cowboys top defensive lineman and got chided for it by a couple of fans, and then I had to show them the depth chart. Carlos Watkins is a starting defensive tackle here, according to the Cowboys depth chart, and that was before Neville Gallimore got hurt his elbow, of course, last week in Arizona. He'll be out 6 weeks maybe, meaning that Carlos Watkins is not only a top defensive tackle, he's the top defensive tackle, whether you like it or not, and unavailable in this game. They will test Quinn and Watkins tomorrow. They'll undergo medical examinations, and hopefully they'll be fine, and the Cowboys will plow forward to Jacksonville, one more preseason game in which they'll determine who the 52nd guy is and the 53rd guy is, and then Dak Prescott leads them into football battle in the NFL regular season opener at Tampa with the Cowboys at AT&T Stadium. Fish out.